Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. My name is Kitty Pahel. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was released from Delhi's Tihar jail today, hours after the Supreme Court granted him bail till June 1st. The Chief Minister was arrested in March in the alleged liquor policy scam, can campaign for his Aam Aadmi Party in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. Significantly, the court today said that he was not a threat to the society and that a liberal view was needed in the backdrop of the Lok Sabha polls. Moments after stepping out, Kejriwal spoke to party workers and immediately hit out at the centre. Listen in.
आज आपके बीच में आके बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। मैंने कहा था ना मैं जल्दी आऊंगा। मैंने कहा था ना जल्दी आऊंगा। आ गया। मैं सब लोगों का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ। देश भर के करोड़ों लोगों ने अपनी दुआएं, अपना आशीर्वाद मुझे भेजा। मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जजेस का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ, जिसकी वजह से आज मैं आप लोगों के बीच में हूँ। आप लोगों से एक ही निवेदन है, हमें सबको मिलके देश को तानाशाही से बचाना है।
All right, we also spoke to Kejriwal's lawyer Vivek Jain. Listen into what he said.
Our system is still a system where liberty is cherished. It is as tenacious as it could be. That's what Justice Sanjeev Khanna said in the Manish Sisodia's order. We cherish liberty still. We are still in the nation which cherishes liberty. Now, why we raise that issue is because of the fact that, see, this whole issue is political. Now, when you have political issues, and when you have the same material, see, one of the issues which were, and the matter is sub judice, I don't want to comment so much because I'm appearing in the matter. But one of the issues which were raised, and obviously it's there in the media everywhere, is that you have that material with you since last 8-9 months. Why didn't you arrest then? That's the question which we asked the court, and court is considering. I'm not saying that they are going to eventually hold in our favor, but that is something which is sub judice, and it would have weighed somewhere with the court to see that, see, if this material was there, and where was the necessity to arrest? Because one of the most important principle under section 19, which you just said, and the PMLA, is the necessity to arrest somebody. That has to also be satisfied apart from various other grounds you have on merits.
All right, we also spoke to Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, who commented on the Delhi liquor policy case, and he said that he fails to comprehend that chief ministers decided to not resign. Kejriwal has tried to distance himself from this issue. Listen in.
There are some things about the Delhi Chief Minister which I honestly fail to comprehend. You know, he is the subject of a serious investigation, okay? I think he's been charge-sheeted also. Shouldn't he have resigned when he was embarking on the phase of state hospitality? Number one. Another colleague of his, who is also a chief minister of a state, and I'm talking about Mr. Hemant Soren, he resigned when he went in there. For some strange reason, Mr. Kejriwal has chosen not to resign. I'm surprised how somebody who has such grave charges against him, what he is going to do during this period, because I believe he has to report back on 2nd June, from what I read about.
On 2nd of June, he has to report back.
So this is the state, this is my reaction, which is what anybody's reaction would be.
All right, lots of developments that have taken place on that big story. We'll get you more on that as well. Meanwhile, Lok Sabha elections for 17 seats of Telangana are going to take place on May 13. It's a high-octane contest with the BJP, Congress and BRS locked in a fierce battle. In 2019, the BRS had won 9 out of the 17 Lok Sabha seats. So what will be the party's fate this time around? We spoke to former Chief Minister of Telangana and BRS Chief KCR in this exclusive interview.
You spoke about the misuse of the central agencies. Your party leader and your daughter was also arrested on March 15th. What was it? Anger? Was it disappointment? What were you going through at that time? And you have not spoken too much about it.
As a matter of fact, I was the first Chief Minister in India who was strongly, vehemently opposing Mr. Modi on so many policies and so on. When they came to Hyderabad, his agents came to Hyderabad and tried to topple BRS government. I got them arrested, all the culprits. And I was dare enough to send my police forces to the central office of BJP in Delhi to catch hold of Mr. B.L. Santosh. That was the angry of BJP party. That's why they have arrested Kavita in a false case. Ultimately, we believe in the judiciary. Today, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal also got the bail. I think my daughter will also get the bail. Definitely, it's a reverse political scam by Mr. Modi. Delhi liquor scam is not a scam. It's a state government liquor policy, you know. Every state has its own liquor policy. Why it was named as a scam? Why, what was wrong with it? And they did not even recover a single rupee. No single rupee was required. Only depending on certain statements given by some people who have surrendered to Mr. Modi, they are playing a drama with my daughter and also Arvind Kejriwal. It is null and void. Will come out very fairly. I think the justice will come to us.
You know, before the assembly elections, this feeling was there that because Kavita ji was not arrested, therefore the BJP lost votes. And now ahead of parliament elections, they have carried out this arrest. Do you agree with that? How would you comment on it?
It will boomerang onto them. Kavita's arrest will prove disaster to BJP.
Mr. Revant Reddy says that, as a quid pro quo, you have kind of agreed to allow the BJP to win in certain constituencies in exchange for Kavita ji's release.
What Mr. Revant Reddy makes these statements every day is senseless and baseless. I don't add any value to his statement.
All right, we have some more news now coming in from Telangana itself. A Telangana court today issued an arrest warrant against former SIB chief T. Prabhakar Rao, who's the prime accused in the phone tapping case. The court issued the warrant against the accused, who's absconding now. He's believed to be in the US. Well, the case relates to alleged surveillance of opposition leaders during the BRS rule. The police had recently named Prabhakar Rao as the main accused in the sensational case. That is the latest coming in at the moment. My colleague Uma Sudhir also joining us on the broadcast here. Uma, we are learning now arrest warrant now has been issued against Prabhakar Rao.
Yes, indeed. It's a non-bailable arrest warrant that's been issued against the former SIB chief and prime accused T. Prabhakar Rao, and also against Shravan Kumar, who is actually a senior executive with a regional media channel, which was whose name had also come up in this context, and both of them had gone abroad even before the FIR into the scam was registered. In fact, the Panjagata police had approached the court on April 29 asking for arrest warrants to be issued against both these two people, and the court had heard that and then reserved the orders, and today the orders were passed, and the arrest warrants against both these accused will facilitate the police to issue red corner notices for both these accused in this particular case. So that is the idea, that there would be red corner notices so that they can get them extradited. Prabhakar Rao's counsel apparently has reported that his going abroad had nothing to do with the FIR and that he had gone for some personal reasons, and that his return ticket, in fact, is for June 26th to come back to India. Back to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Uba, for getting us all those details there. That is the latest coming in. It's a high-profile case. While we do understand the arrested individuals also had reportedly told the police that they had taken orders from Prabhakar Rao and acted accordingly. He is the main accused in the case, and now we are learning an non-bailable warrant has been issued against the former Intel chief. Some more news now. Karnataka BJP leader Devaraj, who allegedly wrote to the BJP leadership about Prajwal Revanna's sex tapes earlier, has been accused of sexual harassment by a woman. Devaraj was detained by the Hassan police today for questioning in the case. The victim has alleged that Gowda has been harassing her for the past 10 months. The allegations have come to light after the woman's husband filed a police complaint against Gowda. The complaint also alleges that Gowda had been harassing the woman for months and even made sexual advances towards her. The woman's husband also has alleged that Gowda had barged into their house and abused them.
While Prajwal Revanna remains aloof from the investigating authorities despite a blue corner notice issued by the Interpol, will the Karnataka Home Department consider declaring him an absconder soon?
We have already requested the CBI to request the Interpol or the other governmental agencies to issue blue corner notice. That has been done so. So now we have to wait and see where they find out where he is.
Prajwal's father, H.D. Revanna, is currently in judicial custody, banking on the bail arguments that will ensue at the Bengaluru Sessions Court on Monday. Meanwhile, the NCW forwarded a complaint to the SIT about a woman being allegedly coerced into filing a complaint against Prajwal Revanna. The SIT has denied having contacted this victim but has promised action against the person if true. Karnataka DCM D.K. Shivkumar has lashed out against the NCW.
There is a commission, it is a constitution body, let the act, not as a political agent, let the act as a National Women Commission on the judicial authority.
The Congress approached the SIT and filed a complaint against JDS's H.D. Kumarasamy and BJP's Devaraj Gowda for issuing statements that mar the investigation.
ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರಕಾರ SIT ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನನಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇದೆ, ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪತ್ತೆ ಹಚ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ.
On one hand, the SIT is trying to trace the victims, record their statements and tighten the noose around the Revanna family. On the other, the SIT is yet to impound the passport of Prajwal Revanna. The man behind the scandal is still out there. With camera person Govind, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
All right, in some more news now, in an important order, the Supreme Court asked Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat to not give any new mining permission in the Aravallis until further direction, striking a balance between protecting the environment and the livelihood of the people engaged in mining activities. The court stressed, however, that its order will not in any way be construed as a stay on mining already being carried out in the range with valid permits and licenses.
These broken peaks of a lost mountain range are the lungs of North India. Rock by rock, the Aravallis have died at the hands of the mining mafia. But the Supreme Court has thrown the cover back on these huge tracts of unprotected forest land in the Aravallis. With its ban on new mining leases and renewals, in Haryana, Delhi, Gujarat and Rajasthan.
For mining, there are two essentials, the mining plan and the environment clearance. Both are being flouted. The other important issue besides mining for Aravalli is that the construction activity is rampant. That is taking a very heavy toll on Aravallis, illegal construction. There is a demand for construction material around NCR. There is a huge demand. So some amount of legal mining, controlled mining has to be allowed.
In these fragile but resource-rich hills, illegal mining and unchecked construction are rampant. Not only has groundwater depleted to concerning levels of 800 to 400 feet in many areas, the plunder of the Aravallis has almost ended a life-giving ecosystem that is home to many species. With nearly 10,000 hectares or 20% of forest land lost to mining, the forests are rapidly turning barren.
If the Aravallis go, we go. If the Aravallis go, we will become this complete dust bowl and completely desertified, which would impact water security, food security, everything.
Absolutely.
Plus, it's also a huge critical water recharge zone.
As the Aravalli foothills go missing, the natural barrier preventing the Thar desert from extending to the plains is being raced down every year, leaving the capital vulnerable to toxins traveling from the west. Despite bans, the mining mafia and real estate companies continue to swallow up one of the world's oldest mountains.
Supreme Court time and again has said that, illegal mining, which of course is a very contentious issue, because remember there's also this alleged nexus between authorities and the illegal mining mafia as well. So that is a hugely contentious issue, particularly in this particular belt, the Haryana belt, even in Rajasthan, Gujarat. So the Supreme Court coming down heavily, saying that it's a sorry state of affairs, a committee now being formed, but certainly a progressive move towards protecting the Aravallis.
In Gurugram with camera person Azam Siddiqui, Vedant for NDTV.
All right, we have news from Chhattisgarh now. In a fresh encounter with security forces in Bijapur in Chhattisgarh, 12 Naxalites were gunned down. The gunfight took place in the forest area near Rapidia village under Ganglur police station limits when a team of security personnel was out on an anti-Naxal operation, as per the police. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnudev Sai has congratulated the security forces for the operation's success. It's the third major blow to the Naxalites in Chhattisgarh in the last 1 month. As many as 103 Naxalites have been killed so far this year in separate encounters in state's Bastar region.
आज बीजापुर जिले के गंगलूर एरिया में पीड़िया थाना क्षेत्रांतर्गत आज नक्सलियों के साथ मुठभेड़ हुआ, जिसमें हमारे सैनिकों को भारी सफलता मिली है। अभी मुठभेड़ तो समाप्त हो गया है, लेकिन 12 डेड बॉडी नक्सलियों के मिले हैं और मैं इसके लिए हमारे सैनिकों को, अधिकारियों को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। बिल्कुल, जब से हम लोग सरकार में आए हैं, नक्सलवाद के साथ मजबूती के साथ लड़ रहे हैं और हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और हमारे गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी भी चाहते हैं कि छत्तीसगढ़ से नक्सलवाद समाप्त हो और डबल इंजन की सरकार है तो उसका भी लाभ हम लोग को मिल रहा है।
All right, with that, it's time for a short break here. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back after the break. Ahead of polling in Telangana on May 13, Prime Minister Modi campaigned in Hyderabad today, saying that Telangana was saying no to BRS, Congress and the AIMIM. Prime Minister Modi in his rally also said that Telangana will vote for BJP in large numbers. Listen in.
तेलंगाना कह रहा है कांग्रेस नक्को, बीआरएस नक्को, एमआईएम नक्को, बीजेपी कोई वोट देंगे, बीजेपी को जिताएंगे।
All right, more news now. India voted in favor of a draft UNGA resolution that said Palestine is qualified and should be admitted as full member of the United Nations. The United Nations General Assembly backed a Palestinian bid to become a full UN member by recognizing it as qualified to join and recommending the UNSC reconsider the matter favorably. The Assembly adopted a resolution today with 143 votes in favor and 9 against, including the US and Israel, while 25 countries had abstained. It does not give the Palestinians full UN membership, but simply recognizes them as qualified to join. And well, with that, it's time for a short break here. More news and updates on the other side.